Okay, this is an urgent update from Linda's Two Plants for you. First of all, I want to thank my friend Suzette from Suzette's Gardens. She just texted me this morning after watching my video, and she said, "My friend, I think you buried your bulbs on your palm." And yes, I certainly did, and that is not good. So I am going to show you how I'm going to remedy that. And you know, I have to apologize, but this is part of my brain fog issue here. It kicks in, and I know better than this, but yeah, we all make mistakes. You never ever want to bury the bulbs of a plant like this because it's going to rot them. And like I said, I know better. So I'm sure not too much damage was done yet. Thank goodness for good friends. Suzette, if you're watching this one, thank you so much for watching over me. I would have been one very sad person if I'd have killed this plant. Yeah, it's damp. It's not, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. They're a little damp, but we caught them. Right, thank you. Thank God. I don't know what the heck. I must have been tired. Well, we all do funny things when we don't have our mind completely on what we're doing, for one. But okay. Thank goodness it's easily fixed. I take that back. Not easily. They're in there. But, and it's going to take a little while before they get to the point where they stand up really well on their own again, because I disrupted that root system so harshly that they're not, it's not standing up very well, but we'll work with it until they do. I'm not worried about that. She's such a pretty plant. I just love her. Alright, so the key with this now, my friends, is when you repot this, or when you pot it up, you only want to bring that soil up to the original soil level, whatever that is on the plant that you have. You never ever want to bury these bulbs down in the soil because they will rot. And I know that. I just had a lapse in my brain, which happens a lot for me. Alright. Oh, I wish that sun would come out. She could sure use some sunshine on her right now. I do have the 3-bulb lamp on her on the dining room table, which is usually where I keep most of my my repots until they recover from that process. I don't like to put them back in their spot unless it's a very bright sunny spot, which is not always the case. So okay. one more. Boy, this one I really had buried down there. Wow. Okay. Alright. Now I could take these out completely and rinse them off and let them dry out, but they've only been buried for a few hours, so I'm not worried about it. The bulb itself still feels fine, and I did not soak this, as if you remember. I just put a little water in to make it, you know, so that I could work the soil, right? So it would stay up. Sometimes you have to do that. Okay, so now I've got them back out. This little guy he's having a hard time, but he'll be alright. Okay. I think that's good. Well, those of you that know better must have been just cringing watching me bury those bulbs. I know I would have been if I was on the other end. And you'd have been right to do so. My goodness. Okay. Now we have them out of the soil. Let me just rinse my hands and then I'll be right back. See if I can get a close-up here. Oh, and you probably couldn't see what I was doing. My goodness. Oh. Okay, I'm going to try to zoom in here and hopefully you'll be able to see. Can you see that bulb in there now? That's how it should have been. Let's see if I can move this out of the way a little bit for you. There. There you go. So that's the correct way to plant these. Keep that bulb out of the soil. Oh my goodness. Okay, well I'm going to get this loaded down to the computer and then up to YouTube, or vice versa, before anybody follows what I did and kills their plant. And I'm so sorry about that, my friends. I don't know what to say. But thank goodness we fixed it. Okay. Alright, well you all have a great day. And thanks for hanging in there with me. Bye now.